Sam, we're here to start off your day by bringing you the latest in Belzer news.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Today is Friday, February 3rd. Today is National Wear Red Day for Heart Health. Students wearing mostly red will receive a treat at lunch.
Today's Black History fact is that Hiram Rose Revels was the first African American ever to be elected to the United States Senate. He represented the state of Mississippi from February 1870 to March 1871.
What's for lunch today?
Our lunch for today will be 4x6 pizza and manager's choice.
Sides for today will be ham, turkey, and cheese chef salad, chicken ranch wrap, green beans, and sweet potatoes.
The Puppy Bowl on Animal Planet is one of the many attractions this weekend. CNN has a video.
I've been bitten, chewed, scratched, peed on. Name it, it has happened to me. I'm used to it at this point. It used to be like navigating a minefield, and now it's like, as long as I don't step on any tails, I feel like it's a success.
Pretty good.
Being a good puppy bowl competitor is a combination of cuteness, athleticism, and I think you've got your basic requirements. You have to be between 12 and 20 weeks and adopted. So the ones that come to us are all adoptable from shelters, and you add in the cuteness and the athleticism, and that's the puppy bowl formula. This year we're focusing on special needs dogs, just getting the word out there. We have a lot of dogs that represent that this year too.
Lucky is a three-legged competitor and one of the toughest competitors they have.
We're not just this great event that's fun to watch and getting our viewership numbers up. We're actually making a difference in the world of pet adoption.
President Donald Trump recently had a call with Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull. Sources say Trump became very angry at one point during the call after Turnbull wanted the U.S. to fulfill their promise on taking in refugees that were currently based in Australia.
In another call with Mexico's president, he said Mexico had bad hombres down there and threatened to send in the U.S. military to deal with them. A man named Tim Steiner has sold his beautiful tattoo to a German collector. This means when he dies, the tattoo will be hung in a museum. He currently visits art galleries worldwide displaying the elegant design, which took over 40 hours to complete.
Now to Ari with your Belzer Sports Update.
This weekend, the New England Patriots go up against the NFL Super Bowl on Sunday at 6:30. Yesterday, 7th and 8th grade girls basketball played Creston. Won 47-28. 8th grade lost 31-40. Also last night, wrestling had a meet against Southport. We won with a combined score of 55-53. That is their 4th straight win. There will be no wrestling practice today. Belzer Lacrosse Club is open for registration. You can sign up on the Belzer homepage. Practice starts in February. The season begins in spring. Lacrosse is a great way to stay fit and active at Belzer. Beginning soon, there will be clinics to learn the game. Here's a video on lacrosse basics.
This is James Taylor at Portland State University in Oregon, Portland State Lacrosse Club, and this is the Beginner's Guide to Lacrosse. Lacrosse is played on a field roughly the size of a soccer field with 10 players on each side, 3 midfielders, 3 attackmen, 3 defensemen, and a goalie. Goals are scored by 1. 4 quarters are played at 15 minutes, stop clock. That means anytime the ball rolls out of bounds or there's a penalty, the clock's going to stop and restart once it begins play. Essentially, it's all checks are legal to the body, below the shoulders, and above the waist. As long as you're trying to go for the stick controlling hand, which is anytime the hand lets go, trying to go for the stick, or the hand controlling the stick. The essential equipment to play lacrosse consists of a helmet, shoulder pads, arm pads, gloves, protective cup, and a stick. Stick consists of a head, a pocket, and a shaft. Sticks vary in size from short pole to long pole, which can be up to 6 feet in length. Goalies have a much larger stick with a much larger head to help them stop the ball from going into the net. And of course the game is played with a ball, which is roughly in the same diameter of a baseball, but made of hard, solid rubber. It bounces on contact with the ground. The game is played through a series of passes and ground balls. Essentially what you want to do is keep the ball in the air, making pass to pass to pass from player to player. If the ball hits the ground, you're allowed to kick the ball or pick the ball up with your stick. You're never allowed to touch the ball with your hand, and once the ball is picked back up, it goes back into a series of passes. The game flows a lot like basketball, with a little bit of a hockey aspect in consideration of the stick and the body checks, but as far as setting picks and movement off ball, it sets up a lot like basketball would.
Congratulations to Belzer Elite Gaming Live students who won awards in last weekend's competition. Caleb Whitlow won $50 for placing second place in Mario Kart, and Makai Rhodes won $150 for placing first in FIFA. They were 2 out of only 10 winners for the region. Well done, guys.
Roger cleared the way and needs red, brown, and green bottle caps for a project. Please turn in your caps to Miss Beller and Beal. You can exchange the caps for a sweet treat.
Honor Roll celebrations will take place during periods 6 and 7 today. Please see the Honor Roll list to make sure you are eligible to attend.
This Monday night after school will be our Core 4 game night. You will receive an invitation today for this fun event. Invitations are based on how many hero points you have.
Our celebrity birthday for today is Sean Kingston, who turns 27. He's a singer who was born in Florida but lives in Jamaica. He gained fame after releasing his breakout single, Beautiful Girls.
On this day in history in 2005, Alberto Gonzalez became the first Hispanic U.S. Attorney General.
We have 2 Who Am I challenges today.
I was the last of 11 children born in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica.
I started my own line of shipping and passenger ships called Black Star Line.
I was a journalist, entrepreneur, and orator, and I founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, or UNIA.
Who am I?
Here's our second Who Am I?
You may have seen me in old Nike commercials as Mars Blackman.
I also direct movies. One of my favorite was Do the Right Thing.
If you like basketball, you will catch me courtside at all the New York Knicks home games.
Who am I?
Our quote of the day is from J. Cole, who once said, "Whatever is in your path and in your heart, you need to do."
Now to Mr. Harsher with the rest of your morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. Happy Friday. Listening there to those Who Am I questions about Black history, I am 100% sure I know one of those answers. The other one I'm going to have to go find out. So don't forget to participate in those drawings. You can submit your answers into the box, which I believe is being stored in the cafeteria. Moving on. The anchors mentioned that Monday we will have our first game night, and that's our first school-wide PBIS event. Remember, folks, you got to have a certain number of hero points to get an invitation to that event, and those invitations will be sent out today. If you are a student who does not get one of those invites, understand you got to continue doing the right thing, making good choices. Our teachers are doing a great job of trying to watch for those positive behaviors and awarding points accordingly. So don't get down. If you didn't get an invite this time, we'll continue to set up events like this each month moving forward. Those of you that are going to get an invite and do plan to stay on Monday, remember that if you live in the district, we will have activity buses that can get you home. If you live out of the district, or if you normally are a car rider, you might want to make sure that you arrange to have your ride pick you up at 5 o'clock. We're really excited about that first event. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Today, teachers and students, I want our building-wide focus to be around safety. This is one of our core 4 expectations that doesn't get talked a whole lot about because I think it is sort of just understood that we need to keep a safe environment. But there are actually things that you can specifically do and concentrate on today to make sure that we're remaining safe. The one thing I would like to specifically address is when we're in the hallway. I have seen a growing number of students who are running in the hallway. Now, I know that this is in part due to the fact, can you hear me? Please hold. Are you hearing me? Okay, I want to make sure. Hopefully you're all hearing me. But I want to make sure that we are focusing on the core 4 behavior of safety. In the hallways, I have noticed a number of students running. I think that's because we are making an effort to get to class on time. Our hero tracking system has really helped out with the number of tardies to class. However, we still have some students who are waiting until that 60-second bell and then trying to run to class. Remember, that is not safe behavior in a school building of over 1,200 or almost 1,200 students. So please remember the basic expectations in the hallway. Walk, stay on the right side of the hallway, and keep your hands to yourself. If we can follow those 3 simple behaviors, we will continue to have a safe environment here in the building. So teachers, my challenge to you today, as you are out supervising the halls, is to try to find a few students that you notice who are staying on the right, getting to class, keeping their hands to themselves, and walking. Please make it a goal today to find a few students and award them some hero points for being safe. That will kind of be our core 4 focus for the day. That's all I've got for today. Let's make it a great Friday.